How do you reflect on Saturday's game now you've had a couple of days to look back on it?
No, I think I feel the same as I did just after that. Obviously, we should have done a little bit better in some situations, but we also knew, which it proved to be, a very difficult game against an opponent that was really well prepared. Under some conditions that we know is difficult to play the tempo we want to play at. I think we had some good solutions going over the top because it was difficult to break that organisation by playing through the between the lines along the ground, and it was very close. So we got more benefit out of that, and then obviously, with AP being out, we should have not been so aggressive in that specific moment. That's something to learn from. If you're one man down, then be a little bit more patient in the defensive organisation. And I think it's a good learning point for us as quite a new group, trying to form what we do and just get everyone on the same page. So in terms of that, a lot of good learning in the game. And then we at least showed some quality at the end, which might be we might need that later on. And we know we can score on penalties. That's important. And the other thing I got out of it was that what I've heard about the club and the support we have. That was I saw that with my own eyes. It was amazing to have more than 1,000 people showing up on one of the hottest days in Scotland, maybe a little extraordinary hot day. And instead of them going in the middle of the holiday, going somewhere nice, they came and saw us and supported us and helped us all the way through a difficult game at times. So we were really, really grateful for that.
Lower league opposition again tomorrow night. Do you expect similarly tough opposition as you did on Saturday?
Yeah, I always expected a team that tried to do their best, and obviously there's different levels of quality and tempo within the teams. But I expect a team that come here to try and do well. We will have different playing conditions, which will make some things a little easier for us, and we have to use that, and we have to show that we can get the game up at a higher tempo. I think we showed that not to the fans but to ourselves against Carlisle, where we had some really good spells on the ball, some really good build-up phase and breakthroughs in an extremely high tempo that Carlisle has struggled a lot with, and we need to get up there again. Now we've had some more training sessions, a game in the meantime to improve, and I'm sure that we will see some of that.
You enjoyed seeing the supporters at the away game. How much are you looking forward to, being here as manager in front of your own crowd?
Yeah, of course, we're really excited to get to play here at Fir Park again in front of our supporters, and we really hope that there's still some left. Not all of them have left for holiday, which is understandable at this time. But we hope that as many as possible will show up and are excited and curious about learning a little bit more of what we're doing, and then we will promise to do our very best to show us from our best side.
In terms of the league phase of this competition, as a manager who's still got a sort of newish squad and blended together, how tough is it when these are competitive matches that could lead to a trophy, and games are so quick so early on in the season? Is that tough to juggle?
Yeah, I won't say it's tough, but it is something we have to juggle, and we have to make sure that everyone gets through this phase of the year without getting overloaded and injured, so they drag something with them into the league start, because then we'll be starting as a group and as individuals on our back foot, and that's the last thing we need. But at the same time, we want to win, and we want to perform, and we want to see how far we can take it into this tournament as well. But always with that in mind, that if we have players maybe at this time of the season where there's a risk involving them playing, then we might take be a little bit more on the safe side for now than we would do later on in the year.
Are you where you hoped you would be at this stage in terms of player development, player recruitment, and getting your squad ready for the start of the domestic season?
Yeah, I would say you always hope to be one or two steps ahead as a manager and as a club, but we also know that a lot of people coming in new, a rebuild, will take time, and that we might feel that in some phases we are a little bit behind. I will say though that I'm quite happy and positive about the progress we have made already. The way we work together as a group, the atmosphere that is within the group, the players, how they really commit themselves to what we're doing, and the staff as well, and the support that we've had from the administration and from everyone around us, but also the supporters. We look forward to seeing that even more tomorrow. So I'm quite pleased with where we are right now, knowing that we still have a lot of things to improve, but we will say that in 6, 12, 18 months from now, we will say the same, that we still need to improve and we still need to get better. So that will be an ongoing thing, which it is in football in general, and it will never stop.
You were saying sometimes you need to go on the safe side with players. Is that the case with Lennon Miller? How is he?
Yeah, it is. Specifically for him, it's a little bit the case for him as well, and it might be that for a few other guys as well. That's where we are. We still have some gaps in the squad we need to fill out, and until we are able to do that, we will have to spread the load on fewer people, which means that if some players are in that grey zone where we know there might be a risk involved, then we'll have to be smart about and then assess from case to case. Is this something that there is a increased risk with, or is it just like, is it a peak thing, or is it a volume thing? You know, can he play 30 minutes? Is that okay, or doesn't it matter how many minutes? You know, is the risk there from first minute or not? So it's something we assess from player to player. But in his case, yes, it is a case of obviously how much can we involve him right now.
Do you know when he'll be back available for you?
Hopefully very, very soon. There's nothing major with him at all. Everything's precautionary. It's also having in mind that he's had a busy summer. So it's all that, the total picture taken into consideration. I'm pretty sure we will see him very soon.
I know as a young player, lots of clubs are looking at. Have you had any bids in for him? Have the club rejected bids for Lennon?
Yeah. Look, now I've had press conferences here a couple of times. I've had after the game, and I think there's been enough said about Lennon's situation for now. We have a game tomorrow, and I think that's the most important thing for us to focus on. I know and I understand and we appreciate all the interest there is around Lennon and his future and Motherwell as a football club. But I think it's for us right now. It's time to say let's look at it when something specific and concrete comes up, and when we're ready to inform. For now, he's a player like everyone else here who has to do his best for Motherwell. He's done really well. So has the other guys, and then time will come where we need to address his future.
I suppose as manager, you would love to have him available to you. If not for these games, then the season's only 2 and a bit weeks away now.
Look, we have many good players in this squad that we would love to have available. We would love to have all of them available. Lennon is one of them. Obviously, he's a very good one and a very talented one and a very important player to us. So we would love to have everyone, including Lennon, involved. That's I think that's obvious. And that every time he's not involved, we miss him. But so do we've also missed Aston when he's not been available, and so on and so on, and also the guys that I haven't even seen yet on the training pitch who are out with long-term injuries. So we hope that everyone gets ready as soon as possible, so we can have everyone involved.
For the reasons you just mentioned there, do you want a quick resolution to this? Because you are being questions about Lennon Miller almost every 3 days now. Do you want
I don't,
a resolution to this?
No, and that's the last thing I will say now in terms of commenting on Lennon, and in general in terms of when we have interesting players that might take the next step, that we're not looking for fast and quick solutions. We're looking for the right solutions for the players and for the club long term. That's what we're looking for. And sometimes things move fast, sometimes it takes a little bit longer. That's not always up to us to decide or to control. The market is lively. It's sometimes it's crazy, and sometimes clubs are waiting or players are waiting for the right move. And that's what the most important thing is for me to say right now concerning Lennon or everyone else that should be in for a move.
In terms of new signings, you mentioned there are some gaps that you would like to fill. How confident are you that you'll be able to get the work that's needed done before the start of the league campaign?
I'm quite confident that we will do more before the league starts. Whether we'll be finished, that's hard to say, because when the league starts, there's still about a month left of the transfer window. So I think it would be the first time for me that I have experienced that nothing happens the last month of a transfer window, especially in the summer. So I would be surprised if that was the case, but you never know. But right now, I think we're working really hard in the background to adjust things and get new players in. And deal with the interests that are around our own players right now. So I'm confident that now a lot of things happened last week, and maybe new things will happen the following week. But I would be surprised if everything was done and we could send our recruitment department on holiday for the 2nd of August.
Can I just ask you about Aston? You mentioned him. Is there an update on his progress?
Yeah, it's going well. It's going well. He was back on the training pitch today, so everything is going according to plan, and he's not far away from being back. So it was good to have him out there again today.
Do you get a sense of the club already, the size of the task, or will it be maybe more concrete when you've got your first home match, competitive home match?
I think every day, it gives me a better sense of what I've landed in, and I really look forward to that experience tomorrow, and I hope that as many as possible will show up. 30 degrees or 16 degrees, rain or sun. I hope they will show up and support what we're doing, as they've done for generations, and then hopefully we can give them a good experience. Obviously, every day I learn new things. I think, and I hope I will, if in 2 years from now, if I'm still here, that I will say the same, because I'm a curious person. I like to learn new things and develop. But I've been really, really positive about all the experience and every day I've been here so far. I think I've come to a very, very interesting place to be as a human being and as a football person. So I'm really pleased.